Yo, my name is Charles, and for my second project in computer science 1347, I decided to do the RPG project, and I will be going over the classes I created within that project, some of the use cases that I have, and how the program runs as a whole. So, to start off with, we have our starting base class, which is a character. It just defines a character within my game. It creates all the the standard stats that you have within the game, such as health, defense, speed, etc., etc. And then within this class, you you have your constructors. You have some virtual functions that are going to be overridden in the other derived classes, your mutators and your accessors, and those are all implemented as seen here in my CPP file. From character, you're going to derive into a player and an enemy class. So, player is going to be your standard player. Your It's going to define the player that you're going to play as while you play this game. So, it's going to inherit the attributes of a character, but you're going to have the amount of diamonds that you have collected, the amount of enemies that you have defeated, etc., etc. And it's structured similarly with constructors, setters, and getters. And you also have some pretty interesting functions that are unique to the player itself. So you have the collect diamonds, where after you win a battle, you increment the amount of diamonds you have. And then you have your attack function, where you then attack the enemy. You have your level up function, where if you have defeated three enemies, you get to level up and increase your stats. Your win condition, where you win the game by reaching up to 50 diamonds. All this other functions over here. And it's implemented as such here. Compare this to an enemy. An enemy is just going to be your standard enemy that you're going to face within this game, and they're going to hold a certain amount of diamonds until you defeat them. And then they also have the chance to, similar to you, attack, avoid your attack, etc., etc. So this is how it's implemented here. And then from enemy, you derive into three other classes, where you have your barbarian, who wields an axe and has increased attack, your knight, who has increased defense, and your assassin, who has increased speed and wields a sword. So it's implemented all very similarly amongst one another. And then afterwards, I have this dungeon class where it creates a player, it creates enemies, and then it pits them into a battle. And within this battle comes turn-based combat. So here's the CPP file with the constructors and destructor. And so within the battle, we're going to have a random number generated, and then divide that by 3, and depending on how much is left, we're going to have either a new assassin, knight, or barbarian. And so here's the battle loop, where the player is given different options of running away, attacking, seeing your stats, and and seeing your current stats. So in here, here's the logic behind attacking the enemy, or the no, that wasn't right. Attacking the enemy. And then here's where you try to run away. Here's where you see the enemy's stats. And then after seeing the stats, you're given the option to attack or run away. And then it's similar to seeing your own stats, and then you're given also the option to attack or run away. And then this, once your turn has gone, it checks to see if the enemy has been defeated. And if it's not, the enemy then attacks you, and then it keeps going and going up until either you or the enemy has been defeated. And so what that looks like in our main is that to start off the game, you're given this big sword at the forefront, and then you're given the option between 1 or 2 to start or exit the game. And then afterwards, if you start the game, you get your name, you then select which weapon that you want to have, and then this menu appears where you get the choice to save or load progress, see your current stats, take a step, or exit the game. So, and my use cases are pretty similar to how to all those different options. So I wanted to be able to start and exit the game, be able to see my stats, be able to read and save my stats, take a step, etc., etc. So between those options, here's how I save my stats into a file, how I load into a file, how I read my current stats, how I take a step and load the battle, and ending the game. So let's see that in action. Let's start the game. Lances are cool. Let's see my stats. All right, let's save our progress. Let's load that. This is kind of redundant, but let's load that progress up, and then take a step, and then, oh boom, an assassin has appeared. Let's see his stats. Let's attack. We don't want to run away. Let's see our stats right really quick. All right, I guess we're just gonna keep on attacking him until the loop ends. Boom. We win that battle. Let's see our stats right now. We've collected 1 diamond and defeated 1 enemy. Let's save that progress again. And let's just exit the game. And as you can see, it's saved correctly into the first save file. So in this video, I've gone over the structure of my project, its different classes ranging from the base class up until the derived classes of player and enemy, and then after the classes of the derived barbarian, knight, and assassin, some of my use cases, and how it runs. So thank you for watching my video.